Major Slack Attack.
Hey kids, don't try this at home. Actually, try this at home. Yeah. Seriously, it's a lot of fun. How y'all doing? My name is Major Slack, and welcome back to the Major Slack Attack, your first hour titillating tactical gaming. And this is the Rochan Brick Banzai run. This is where I'm going to do the Rochan Brick Company. I forget the name of this outpost. There's two of them. Anyways, I always forget the name. Anyways, you'll see me pointing it out on the map in a minute. I'm going to do an outpost, a bell tower, and two other locations, and then get to the Yogi mission all in one video, okay? All in a 14-minute video. Yeah, Banzai run. And I'm going to use the no-alarm Banzai system of liberating an outpost. I did this in the Keta Manor outpost, and I didn't realize how adaptable it was until I tried it again on this outpost. And it was a hell of a lot of fun. Basically, it involves some C4, running over people, shooting the alarm box right away as soon as you get into the outpost, without any, stealth, and then cleaning up. And I'll explain more as we go along. Yeah, there goes the C4. C4 is always fun. That's the easiest way to plant some C4 on a truck. Go around to the passenger side, crouch down, get really close, and plant it. Otherwise, you'll just end up throwing it away. It's kind of annoying. You see me later on and try to plant some C4 on an ATV, and it doesn't work out so neatly. Here, I just want to get a red leaf so I can make a couple of hunting syringes. There we go. Got some hunting syringes. That's going to be very useful later on. And let's go speed running up to the Rochan Brick Company storage. Is that the name of the outpost? Anyways, as I said, I pointed it out on the map earlier on. I missed it. Anyways, on we go. Away we go, rather. Any karma events I see on the way, I'm just going to ignore. And any other FC4 crap the game wants to throw at me, I'm going to try to ignore it. And hopefully I can get there without running over any innocent bystanders. But who knows? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's the strategy. Run into the outpost. Try to run over as many bad guys as you can. Got two of them right there. Shoot the alarm box with your sidearm from the vehicle as soon as you park. Run away. Look up the C4. Blow it. Got a nice multi-kill there. So now 5 guys in the outpost are down already. Hook up some hunting syringe so we can see the rest of the guys. There's one guy coming in there. Blow that barrel. Boom. Got him. One guy left. And he's down. The no-alarm Banzai method of clearing an outpost. Yeah. How to clear an outpost in 35 seconds flat. Yeah. Just get a big kick out of doing that. Stealth? Stealth? I don't need no stinking stealth. Yeah. And I'm just going to quickly loot and move on. I want to go upstairs, but I can't because it's on fire. So I'm going to have to loot backwards. A couple of propaganda posters here. One there and one over here. Easy 500 XP. Take a number. Our services are greatly in demand. Guess I'm gonna have to jump over here to avoid getting burned. And there's one final chest in the attic, as it were, of this building. which you can access only by going up, climbing the ladder on the back of the building, going in the hole in the roof. Done and done. That's it. Let's move on. Next stop, the bell tower. Where we're finally going to end up is the Yogi mission, the big Y on your map, which will introduce us to the concept of arena battle in this game. Okay, so there's big Y off to the right of that bell tower. That bell tower is next. And take this little path up here.
The war is over, and there are no more temples or trophies.
Walk softly and carry a big stick as we pass these karate citizens. There's always an ATV here, so I'm going to dump this truck and try to plant some C4 on this ATV. I've experimented every which way from Sunday on how to plant C4 on an ATV, and it's completely inconsistent. This worked before, jumping up on top of it and then crouching down and pointing yourself directly at the ATV. For some reason it didn't work this time. I actually spent more time, okay, trying to plant a damned C4 on this ATV than I did taking down the outpost. Go figure, eh? Patch! Patch! Yeah, seriously. This sometimes worked, crouching down behind the ATV, and it didn't work this time. There we go. Finally managed to plant C4 on this ATV. And after all that, I didn't even need it. Up at the bell tower, there's always 3 bad guys, but for some reason... Okay, I've done at least a half dozen, maybe close to a dozen practice runs of this run here. And there's always 3 bad guys at this bell tower. Run over one. And the game rips me off to the other 2 because I really wanted to blow my ATV and get some kills. So now I'm going, dang it! I got ripped off. I'm gonna blow my ATV just for spite. You fucker. Yeehaw! Now, I think, putting on my tinfoil hat here, I think this may have affected a spawn, an ATV spawn, at the end of the zip line later on. I'll show you. Because like I said, I've done many runs of this, and there's always an ATV at the end of the zip line. I'll show you in a minute after I climb this bell tower. Do a speed climb in this bell tower. I know exactly how to get up to the top. This is an unusual bell tower because you have to use a grappling to get to the top. Go up this ramp here, climb this ledge here, circle around counterclockwise to the other side, go back in, look up, and you got a grapple point. Grapple up. That won't do it, eh? You're kind of stuck in the middle, so you have to do the old swing trick. Press forward, back, forward to swing, drop down, and there we go. Hijack the signal. And bell tower liberated. Let's take a little tour of the countryside. Gonna pass on those 2 locations rather, and we are gonna go here. There's a ton of loot chests in here, so we're gonna loot that sucker. Here, take this zip line down. There is always an ATV there. This time there wasn't. So I guess the game is punishing me for blowing up my AT for no good reason. So now I have to spend a whole 20 seconds hiking through the bush over to Yalung's Mind. Oh bother. Yeah. 20 seconds, Slack, yeah, 20 seconds. It was a bitch. I almost rage quit. I'm kidding. And here we go. Let's shotgun some doggies. Just for fun. And cha-ching. Cha-ching. I'm not even sure what kind of collectible I got there. It's obviously something I don't care about. Maybe a lost letter. Fortunately, this hang glider spawned here. This is a pretty reliable spawn. And I want to go down to another unnamed location which has a zip line, which is very conveniently rather will get us across the lake and to a grapple point where we can like climb up to Yogi's place. And check this out. I just want to dive bomb down. I kind of blew it, but it worked out perfectly. There's a little line running to the house. It's not really meant to be a zip line, but I managed to grab it after. Hey, how about that? After I dropped off the hang glider. I'm telling you that because I didn't really plan that. Okay, I want to be honest. I didn't plan that. Okay, here's the real zip line. Take this down here. Hook up the grenade launcher. And there's always a couple of bad guys down by an ammo pile. So if I miss them, which I did, I just go for the ammo pile and that'll do them in. And this bear never usually spawns here. So I just had to grenade launch him just for effect. And that's that. It's all bad guys here. Sometimes some bad guys come up in a boat. But they didn't this time, and that is it. Let's loot this sucker here. Grapple up there. And that is it. How's that for a wild ride? Yeah, how about a thumbs up for the old Slackster? Yeah. And then we just have to hike up the path here. And this will bring us to the Gale Homestead, which is actually very useful. It's not just a pretty place. There we go, you can see the Y up ahead. Coming up next, the
Circle of Death.
Oh no, not the circle of death.
Yes, the Circle of Death. Well, thank you all very much for watching. See you next video.